Hola gente, vamos a continuar con el The Witcher 2, donde lo dejamos. Hicimos dos misiones secundarias en el último vídeo. Una, la de ayudar a dos tipos que nos enviaban hacia un fantasma, un nigromante soldado. Y luego estaban atacando unos guardias o gente del ejército a una elfa. Y hicimos la misión también. Pero bueno, eso es lo último que hicimos. Y dejamos un poquito apartadas las misiones, la misión principal, vamos. Y vamos ahora a ir hacia ella. Anda, anda. Pilinguis por la noche por ahí. ¿Qué me dices? ¿Ves? Tenemos aquí al Kraken del río. También podíamos ir a ver lo del asesino este, ir acompañado en este, el acompañante que es de noche. La proposición indecente. Es por la noche, puede ser ahora, ¿verdad? Me la voy a jugar. Me la voy a jugar ya que estamos aquí, a ver qué nos dicen. Está cerrada. A ver, vamos a ver un momento el mapa. Pues estamos de noches. Necesitamos entrar, a ver qué nos dice este.
What?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
With these cunts, Laredo can protect the port from a drunk lumberjack, let alone Yorveth.
He's succeeded so far, Roach.
A ballista. The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be at Laredo's mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one.
Hay que desactivar eso.
Skipping down the path. Plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf.
Don't you traipse around here.
Oh, you are fuck.
Don't you traipse around here.
No puedo hablar con el hombre este.
Don't you traipse around.
Plough them all.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
He recogido las hierbas. Pastita. Aquí algo hay que no lo puedo coger. Las armas y todo por la vuelta, ¿ok? A ver. A ver. Oh, qué mal va el botón, No me digas. Luz. Ah, para encender y apagar la antorcha.
That's true.
That one struts about as if he were the king himself.
What do you need, ugly?
Feo.
Ugly,
Well, you ain't exactly handsome.
but...
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies. And you're ugly something mighty. Care for a romp?
Can't just now, but I'll find you later in town. What's your name?
Margarita.
I wanted to surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
I don't really care. Just get him away from the ballista.
Oh, now you've got me doubting he's your mate at all. But I'll not pry. It'll cost you double.
That's steep.
I may be a simple girl, but I know at least a few men who'd give you trouble if I told them what you've asked of me. Pay me, and it'll stay between us. I mean, no point in giving brutes and louts a good reason to perfect their skills, eh?
A favor for a favor?
There is one thing you could do for me.
And that is?
A ver qué favor
Myron
será.
and Alphonse, two of Laredo's thugs. Give him a good thrashing, and I'll even blow...
I stirred up enough trouble as it is during the execution.
No need to stir trouble. Just humiliate them some ways.
Consider it done. Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Not just yet.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
They say witches have no need to plough.
I don't like
Did you
straight.
know that?
A ver, un momento. Si me... Vale, asesino de los reyes, la vista. Vale,
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast
Está
with
cerrada.
copious amounts of liquor.
Add flour into the mix.
¿qué nos
No
cuenta?
passage.
Prohibido el paso. Bueno,
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
que se pone
True.
aquí duro.
Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for
Vamos a
you.
hablar con
So
esto.
long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orans.
Pues va a ser que no. A un pulso, que sean estos que están aquí o qué.
Nothing better
Did
than
you
a
hear?
fireside feast.
Two
They
big
say
shops of
witches
rices have
Except a
no need
fireside
to
feast with
plough.
copious amounts of liquor.
I don't like freaks.
And I don't like oafish no-necks.
What do you want, mutants?
To
Todo
try my
impulso.
luck. Arm wrestling.
I'm gonna crush you,
¿Y eso
mutants.
cómo será?
Save the boasting till later. Let's do this.
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Mantener el líquido
Luckily,
de la
the
zona
commandant's
amarilla.
provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orans.
Ah, qué complicado, ¿no?
You're weak! A lame mutant!
Got strength.
Always.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
Venga,
So long as
vale.
he can afford to tell it. I'll not
Vale.
lend an ear for less than...
I hate mutants like you.
I know, I know.
Con eso vale, no vale.
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Not just yet.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add flour into the mix and
What you want, old man?
I was looking to test my strength. Arm wrestling.
What do I stand to gain?
Nothing, because I'll thrash you.
And if I win?
You'll have beat a witcher. So I guess that gets you bragging rights.
Are you that Geralt fella? The Grey Wolf? All right. Let's begin.
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orans.
Venga. Fuera, otro out. Vale,
Damn the
cuando le-
dogs!
Cuando le pillas.
The old man got me. I need to eat. Build up a bit.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Vale, ahora
Except a
sí.
fireside feast with copious.
Venga, ya
Myron
está.
and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Of course.
All right. I'm off to give the boys some diversion.
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story
Está
for you.
cerrada.
So
Care
long
for a
as you can
little
afford to tell
diversion,
it.
grave one?
I'll not lend
I'm
an
on
ear
duty.
for less than
Oh,
10
come
orans.
on. Your comrades are well at it having their fun. Why should you be any worse?
You're right. Let's go.
Mira tú qué bien. Ya ha triunfado.
How was it?
Haven't had this good a time in
You
ages.
could conquer all
That's true.
Misión
this one?
cumplida.
They say witches have no
A
need
otra cosa mariposa.
Did you know Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
Do that again, and I'll fuck you, mum. Plow them all.
Like your song.
A ver, tenemos que esperar aquí abajo, no me fastidies.
Yes?
Do we wait until the Honorable Lady is done with the Venerable Hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
What do you want?
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
A ver,
An offer.
¿qué pasa?
Interesting.
Cuenta.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
Pues nada, vamos a ver qué tal.
They say witches have no need to plow. Did you know that?
A ver, que este se va por ahí, me voy a meter yo por aquí.
What do you want?
Shut it, soldier. Have respect for your superiors or spend the rest of your life on the king's galley.
Apologies, sir.
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're lucky the Commandant wants to see you. Come on!
Commandant, sir. We caught the witches sneaking
¿Qué
around the
dices?
garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally.
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses.
I heard what happened in Temeria.
No sé si lo hemos hecho
You
bien.
know
o lo
your
hemos
name's
hecho
on a
mal.
warrant.
Igual nos han
It's
pillado y lo hemos
unfortunate.
hecho mal. Todo
Though
puede
nothing
ser.
that should impede our dealings. See,
Pero
I'm the
bueno,
law
ok.
round here. And the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Laredo, then. If you're telling the truth, your vet's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him? Men like him act first and think later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
A local conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Dorito. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
They haven't proved their loyalty already, placing walls between Yorveth and themselves?
They understand that bandit, Witcher. They share his language, his methods, his beliefs. We let them live among us, but we watch them. One night, they just might cut our throats and open the gates.
Talk like that makes me sick.
You're a Witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake, and Bernard Laredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kairan has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kairan and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
¿Qué puedo hacer? No lo siento.
I'll talk to Zoltan.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Farewell.
Hago para chorizar a este hombre. Avante. Adiós. A ti sí que te chorizo. Necesitamos una llave. Por aquí nos podemos ir.
No passage.
No puedo pasar por aquí. Por aquí no podemos ir tampoco. No.
Entry only on the Commandant's express orders. Off you go.
Tampoco. Vamos a ver, chavales.
Any news for me, Witcher?
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits
A
swarm
ver
to
si me
trading
dejan
routes
salir.
like flies to shit. Only troops can guarantee some order here. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and we'll not give in to a bunch of elves.
I guess you're finding it hard to get rid of Yorvith.
He's stubborn, it's true, but he's met his match. And I'm not about to leave Flotsam to the same fate as the other towns and villages the Scoia'tael have burnt to the ground. The citizens of Flotsam owe the elves nothing. They built their homes and workshops with their own hands in the wilderness, not on the ruins of an elven town. If need be, we'll remind the Longears where they belong.
A ver, pues vale, por aquí se sale. Es que yo también.
Plowing squirrels. I'd put him in their place.
You're all talk. Prove it. I doubt anyone would stop you. We're too soft on them, that's the problem. Soldiers are bored. The garrison's thinning.
Now you're talking. We don't need to
A
look for
ver,
the
la luz.
Scoia'tael.
El hombre este
Cut the
está aquí
rebel
en la
down
puerta.
one by
Vale.
one.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard.
A ver.
We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
Que están aquí, ¿no? La espada de plata. Puñal. La trampa. Señuelo. El espadón de acero. Esto vender. 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 Fragmento del mecanismo. Objeto. Vale. Esto no. Trasto. Y el trofeo de Necker más 1 de daño. Pero me quiero con lo de la vitalidad. Vale, las mejoras. Trofeo. Vale. Vale. Vamos a ver el diario. Vale, hemos hecho eso. Vale, entonces ahora tenemos que hacer lo del caer en este.
I tell him, I'm taking your pals.
Vamos a tope para allá. Vámonos para allá. A ver, vamos a abrir. A ver, para vender, como llevamos el inventario. 151.
Welcome to my modest shop.
A ver qué podemos hacer.
What do you
A
deal
ver
in?
qué le
All
vendo a
kinds
este
of
hombre.
incense mainly, for meditation.
A ver, las armas. Fuera, fuera, fuera. Y esta yo creo 10, 13, venga, fuera. Voy a vender todo. 219 pesos. Vale, vamos muchísimo mejor, ¿no? Venga. Me conformo. Me piro. Me las piro, vampiro.
Flotsam's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
A ver, vámonos por aquí. Por aquí se podrá salir, ¿no? Vámonos por aquí. Venga, salimos por aquí. A ver, vamos a guardar por si acaso.
Take care of yourself.
Dona.
Going somewhere, friend.
Estos tienen nombre, pero ahora ni caso. Vale, tenemos que ir tirando por aquí. Perrito. La musiqueta un poco mal rollera, ¿eh? Aquí tenemos a la bruja. Por aquí no se puede ir tampoco, ¿en serio? Aquí no. Por aquí que si quieres. Ahora vamos a ver un momentito el mapa porque vamos, no te aclara mucho la vida. Vale, por aquí no. Perfecto. A ver. Vamos a intentar salir al camino. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Pétalos. Bueno, vamos a pillarlo por si acaso. Vale, y ahora por aquí a la izquierda. Eso que es parte de un puente. Lobos, lobetes. Nos vamos a meter en una cueva. Esta cueva a ver qué hay por aquí. Ah, bueno, si aquí ya está o no. Claro, aquí es donde me tenían atrapado la gente esta. Nada, cuero. Por aquí. No podemos pasar. ¿Con qué he hecho el tonto? Bien. Ni me acordaba ya. Pues nada, vámonos de aquí. Venga, continuamos por aquí y ya está. Mira, mira. A ver. Vamos a ayudar a este. Vale,
thank you,
finito.
Master. Drives me mad. This cursed wood is full of scum, and that horseman has lost his mind.
Who might that be?
The troll! For years he's been collecting tolls at the bridge, for which is to keep the bridge tidy and drive away the scum.
What's the problem then?
Merchants from the port sent me to find out the what and why, seeing as this is the only path out to the port inland. But I found the bridge in ruins, and that cheeky cocksucker asked for liquor to let me pass. Across that pile of rubble, I says, and he smacks me so hard I see stars.
Laredo's put a price on his head.
If Laredo had his way, he'd cut us off from the world, that son of a bitch. We need a bridge, but a working one. And we need a troll, but a sober one. If you're looking to make some coin, hold off on killing the troll and see the village chief instead. He'll tell you all you need to know.
El problema del troll. Ya nos ha encontrado aquí lo de siempre. He venido a hacer una cosa y al final me quedo con otra. A ver. Problema del troll. Ya empezamos. Aún así lo de la cueva igual se va por aquí, porque es que si no, por aquí tampoco. A ver qué nos cuenta. No, estar aquí dentro de esta casa. Venga. ¿Está durmiendo el hombre o qué?
Any work work for a witcher.
Despiértate.
Enough work for 3. But what of it?
A levantarse la
We're
cama,
poor
que yo no
folk.
duermo.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Ye best go to Flotsam Town Square near the inn. There are notices on the board there. Just leave the trawl be, please, no matter what the townsfolk say.
You got a troll here?
Aye, he trawls in the forest by the river. But he's a good fellow. Don't you dare harm him.
One of the helpful ones, I see.
Does more good than Laredo, and drinks a lot less at that. Repairs the bridge and causes no mischief. Don't take your blades to him, please. Go seek the old man. Laredo splurged on a sorceress, so he's clearly got means in the budget.
What sorceress? You mean Triss Marigold?
Lady Sheila de Tanserville, a significant person, but poor as a temple mouse, just like ye. Seems spellcraft and wealth don't go hand in hand. They say she's agreed to kill the old man, so hurry if you want to jump in before her.
Any other jobs? Well-paid jobs?
Go seek the old man. Laredo splurged on a
You mean the Karen?
Call him whatever ye like. I mean the river beast. He troubled our great-grandfathers already. But even Laredo...
I heard you don't want to get rid of the troll.
Who'll maintain the bridge when he's gone?
Hire some people.
Know the cost of a craftsman these days? That idiot troll looks after the bridge for petty tolls, more or less.
The bridge is in ruins and the troll's robbing people.
Aye, it's because he's hit the bottle. If you could help him stop boozing...
I'm a witcher, not a nanny.
I'll pay you well.
How much?
100 orens.
200.
You're costly, but what the hell? Let him see I place the village's welfare above all else.
Vale, una cosa menos. Ve a la guarida del troll. A ver qué nos cuenta el troll. Saco la espadita, ok, por si acaso. Tengo que bajar abajo. A ver cómo me dices algo para bajar abajo. No se puede saltar por aquí. Por aquí tampoco. ¿Cómo hago para llegar aquí abajo? Me pasa lo de siempre. Vamos a ver el mapa. A ver cómo hacemos para llegar por aquí abajo. A ver. Tenemos que llegar al agua. Por aquí no hemos podido. A ver, por aquí. No, personaje no. Ah, me he equivocado el mapa, a ver. Sí, por aquí sí. Sí, porque ahí nos metemos en la... ya lo diré, en la cueva. Por aquí no podemos ir. ¿Estos qué hacen? Ojo la vara esa que pegamos. Ya lo sabía yo. Ojo que nos ha dado. Pero bastante. Ojo. Ven aquí. Ojo. Venga. Te la has comido toda. Venga, ya está. A ver qué hay por aquí. Más gente. Ya estamos. No, si nos estamos comiendo todo con patatas. A ver, les voy a tirar fuego. No me fastidies que no me la he puesto. No me fastidies. No, sí. Con este. Anda.
Temeria for Temerians!
¿Quieres morir? Vámonos.
Slaughter the freaks!
No, si me está cubriendo, o sea. ¡Hala! Venga, hala, fuera. Estamos aquí con tonterías. A ver qué tiene este. Trapos, cuerdas, más que paso de cogerlos. Paso de cogerlo. A ver qué hay aquí. Ahorita, no te voy a decir que no. Voy a poner el escudo que al final es lo mejor. Vaya, aquí está Tris, no está el... Bueno, igual tengo que ir con Tris, venga.
I wonder
vamos a
what's left of
jugárnosla.
that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the Karen attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
Vamos para abajo. A ver si conseguimos llegar al río. Y cuando lleguemos al río llegaremos a donde está el troll. La guarida del troll. Es por aquí. No sé si vamos a la guarida del troll. No vamos a la guarida del troll por aquí. Estamos haciendo lo del Kraken. Huellas.
See those footprints?
Yeah, strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure. The massacre in Rivia, it came back to me, I remember. The angry mob murdering non-humans, a young boy with a pitchfork.
Anything else?
Death, or a state close to it, I'm not sure. I felt life draining out of me.
I was there. I arrived a moment later. Too late.
Don't worry, Triss. They're only memories. We have bigger problems to tackle now. Something tells me that in recovering my memory, I'll find out a lot about what we're dealing with now. Medallion's telling me something.
Bueno, a ver, que viene gentecilla esta. Que nos vienen tres ahora. Eso. ¡Ojo! 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 Que nos rapan, pero... Estos son sumergidos estos. Que en el 3 también... Son un poquito... Darles una candela de la 1. ¡Ojo! No me la toquéis a Tris, al resto lo que lo que a Tris me va.
Nice to run into some old friends.
Almost brings a tear to your eye.
Let's examine the traces of the Karen and get out of here.
Vamos a poner la misión esta, porque si no... A ver, vamos a buscar a ver qué tienen los sumergidos. Vale, aquí hay algo. Dámelo.
A ram stuffed with sulfur and a dead cobbler. Straight out of Eastern legends. Not good enough for the Karen, though.
Autógeno. A ver, que no he recuperado todavía. Vale, ahora sí, por aquí tampoco. Vale, por aquí tampoco. A ver, aquí hay algo en el barco. Cofre. Quedamos dineritos. Y la llave del capitán. Y aquí que hay un cofre. Vale. Vale, vamos a ver. Lo del veneno. No, y tampoco. A ver dónde podemos pillar una muestra del veneno. La pared. No. A ver, si
Around
ponemos el
stuffed with
cadáver otra
sulfur and a
vez.
dead cobbler, straight out of Eastern legends. Not good enough for the Karen, though.
Por aquí tampoco. Espera un momento a ver qué nos han dado. No. El río místico. Aquí no podemos ir por el agua en este de Witcher, pero se ve. Pues para llegar a la guarida del troll tendré que dar mucha vuelta. Por aquí tampoco. Lo máximo que podemos subir es hasta aquí. Busca el cofre utilizado por el correo real. A ver, espera un momento, diario, vamos a poner la de esta que toca, porque si no, vamos. ¿Ya habremos conseguido la muestra o no? Está aquí, a ver.
Wait a minute.
Aquí
What are you
está.
going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions.
Venga, vamos a ver.
This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
What makes you think it's dying? I mean, I'm a mutant.
The mucus cells I diagnosed are very similar to cancer cells. In some ways, they're more effective than healthy cells, but they're out of control. They converge to create a red tissue. Very unpleasant.
The poor thing.
But you brought up an interesting point. Want to know the core difference between mutants and non-mutants?
Of course I do.
The changes made through alchemy and magic in your body would require thousands of years to develop on their own. This development would result from genetic errors that would cause your body to adapt, become a more efficient organism, effectively mutate, but over a very long time. When this development occurs over millennia, across multiple generations, we proudly call it natural selection, evolution. When it occurs quickly, in a single organism or a few representatives of a species, we frown on it as mutation.
And here I thought you liked me. What else?
The Karen's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to think, figure out how I want to fight the Karen. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Osmerk. You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while? See you.
Vale, pues intentar hacer la poción. Aquí todo el mundo se teletransporta y nosotros aquí a viajar a pata. Igual podemos intentar llegar otra vez a la cueva del troll, a ver por dónde se va, porque por aquí no se va tampoco, o sea, por el río no se va. Esto es una leche, a ver. No está tan fácil para llegar a los sitios. Aquí llegamos a otro puente que está roto. Nada, si es que está roto, no podemos pasar. Tontería acercarme ya. A ver, vamos a bajar. Hasta aquí hemos derrotado a los bandidos. Vamos a poner lo del troll, a ver, diario. Problema del troll. La guarida del troll. Vamos a ver. A ver si conseguimos llegar a la guarida. Hombre, bajar más arañas, ¿verdad? Vale. Pero ¿quién me ha dado? Combinación perfecta de botones. Está en el tejado. Vale, aquí había una trampa. Venga, vamos a recoger la trampa. Igual está aquí la cueva del troll esta o qué. O no sé lo que es esto. La guarida del troll, a ver si por aquí podemos rodear de alguna manera. Otra que me como. Vale. Buscamos las botas. No me... Estamos a tope, estamos a tope. Por aquí se puede bajar. Venga. Aleluya. Llevamos un rato, vamos a guardar. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Vamos aquí de avanzadilla. No hay nada. El tonto hemos hecho. Pues perfecto. A ver, vamos a intentar no hacer nada del troll.
No. No what?
No passage. Give vodka, you passage.
El alcohólico perdido.
Do I look like an innkeeper to you?
No vodka, no passage.
I'm too old for this.
A ver, vamos a intentar cargar. O sea, cargar la partida, que no queremos matar al troll este. No sé por qué narices está de tan malas, hombre. O si no me volveré, intentaré pillarle vodka, claro.
No.
No what?
No passage. Give vodka, you passage.
Why should I pay you?
My bridge?
This is a pile of rubble, not a bridge. You're getting nothing from me.
Ah, from me? You get in mug.
Bueno, sabiendo, tenemos que tener vodka para venir aquí con el amigo. No vodka, no venimos. Lo pillaremos en la posada, venga. Vamos a volvernos. Vale, ahora ya sabemos llegar más o menos. A ver, por dónde estará el careto este. Cuando lleguemos al careto, lo pasamos y lo metemos, vale. Venga, vamos a volvernos. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Algo hay aquí. Ni idea, o sea, ni idea que le tengo que hacer. Bueno, déjalo. Venga. Combinación letal. Arreando que el gerundio. Por aquí volvemos, ¿verdad? Tiene todas las pintas. Vamos a guardar la espadita. Vamos a la posadera. Bueno, también tenemos que hablar con este. Vamos a hablar con este por lo del Kraken. Y luego iremos a la posada a ver si allí tienen vodka. Supongo que esta además me puede construir cosas. A ver si puedo construir lo que me hace falta. A ver, hablar con el Cedric. Fabrícame una cosa para mí. A ver, la espada, la mejoría de agarrador. No.
Cedric, I need some ostmerk. It's a rare variety of moss, grows underground.
I know it. There are some caves to the south, deep in the woods. If ostmerk grows anywhere in the area, it will be there.
Vaya, pues o sea que vamos, solo hemos tenido que hablar con este para que nos diga esto. Perfecto. A ver, vámonos un momentito a la posada. A ver si nos dan vodka. Aunque dinero tengo poco, ¿verdad? Bueno, 300. Algo tengo. A ver. Uy, la cámara que me la jugaba ahí. A ver, vamos a la posada. Y estos siguen aquí colgados. Viva la fiesta. A ver, posadero.
Come on, nearly got him. Go on, a wee bit more. Change.
A ver, ¿qué nos vende este? Ciruela, el pez, el queso. Ciruela, manzana, patata, pepino. Joder, no me fastidies. ¿Pues tiene vodka?
Humans know as much about arm wrestling as I know about screwing
¿Dónde
trolls.
voy a sacar yo vodka?
Good to see. What are you doing?
It's a dog's life, Geralt. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning a gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my...
I spoke to the Commandant. The future hardly looks bright for the non-humans in Flotsam.
That fucker's only waiting for an excuse. One small provocation by Orvith and he'll attack us.
How do you know?
Heard it by chance. Saw him walking through the port one night talking to himself, that
Pues
bloody
hecho bien en
bastard.
venir a hablar con
He
nuestro
mentioned a
amigo.
new order and a world for humans only. He laughed and shouted curses at the prison barge. The scum is up to something. Yorvith must sense it. He's doing everything not to provoke Laredo, but his Scoia'tael might have a different opinion and less restraint.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tanserville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses. I'm telling you.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You could also look in on some merchants. I don't think Laredo's robbed them of everything yet.
How are those biceps holding up, Zolt?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven pastime.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime. Now, even.
Lo del pulso, qué pesados.
Show me those bulls' bollocks, then.
Pues malo tiene. Malo tiene.
Your hand's like a vice.
It wasn't easy.
If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon, promise me you'll take them on. They'll be surprised.
Bueno, esto era para conseguir echar impulso. A ver qué nos dice este.
I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet. I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, fess up. What
Aquí
happened to
todo el
Foltest?
mundo, la taberna está en todos lados.
The king's dead, and the Scoia'tael are in it up to the tips of their pointed ears.
Yada yada. The
Vaya que
Scoia'tael are
sí,
blamed for
hay
everything in this
respuestas con
country,
tiempo,
from
pero
bad
vamos,
crops to bad
que
marital
necesito
sex.
vodka.
I was there. I saw it. The assassin
Tengo
escaped
aquí
with the
media
help
por
of
el fondo.
Scoia'tael.
I guess the price on Yorvith's head will rise.
Laredo
Estaba
sensed that
tentando
already.
al brujo.
If he can catch Yorvith,
Fertilized by the elf's rotting corpse, his career will blossom somewhere far away from this dump.
you gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation, always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demophen's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bard singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble.
Henselk
and his great army are nearing the Pontark and will ford it and strike any day.
Well, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times.
Pues tampoco nos ha contado mucho, la verdad.
Greetings.
Otro que no nos da vodka.
Welcome.
Nada.
Look, people!
Nada.
Say something.
Esta es Tris.
How's it living with Roach's soldiers?
Splendid. I know every shit joke that anyone's ever thought up. Plus, I've learned how to burp out the official title of the Emperor of Nilfgaard without reaching for beer. Shorty's told me about his 16 children, all named after Temerian troop divisions, and I know his nickname has nothing to do with his manhood. Nice to know that you care, though.
Glad to see you in a good mood.
I think I actually like them. They're good people. One of them even proposed to me.
Who's the brave man?
Sorry, that's a secret.
And here I...
Vale, sí que he hablado de esto. A ver, pues nada, por aquí nada. A ver si nos dejan bajar.
I'm a witcher. I freed
Aquí solo hay jamón. Y en el piso de abajo. Madera. Aquí para robarle todo el hormigo. Cachiporra, cucharón, medallón de plata. No, vámonos de aquí. Tampoco le quiero chorizar nada más.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Ay, ¿qué pasa? Este no lucha. Nada, este no podemos hacer nada. Hombre, al almacenamiento. No me digas. Mi almacén. Lo guardo. A ver, vamos a ver qué vamos metiendo aquí. Los libros, venga, los trofeos. Que pesan, a ver qué tenemos aquí. 6 kilos y pico. 5 kilos, tampoco es mucho. La artesanía, 5, 6, 19. Ahora vamos a meter ahí. 28 kilos. Vamos a meter otros cuantos. Y ya hemos guardado algo.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Vale, perfecto. Y a ver qué tiene para comerciar el hombre este. A ver, lo mismo, vale, lo mismo.
They only worked as hard as I could want, Teddy.
Do my eyes deceive me, or are you Witcher Geralt?
A ver si alguno de estos.
My
me
cousin
hace
from
conseguir
Vizima
algo.
claims you're good at dice.
I can play.
If word gets out that we've a good contender, better players are likely to show up, and the stakes will rise. Maybe even in a garrison.
¿Pero esto que de jugar a los dados? ¿Esto que me dice todo el mundo juega a los dados?
So, will you play?
Not right now, thanks.
Punches lights
A
out!
jugar a los dados. Cada jugadores de póker de dados.
What's going on here?
A competition,
Pelea.
brother. With the port closed, we care to take part.
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Oh yeah.
Venga,
He's a
vamos a ver.
fresher like you, brother. Good for starters. So, what'll it be?
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin!
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
Porras. Mal vamos.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
Venga, vamos remontando. Otra te has comido. Otra.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
Y otra que te has comido. Venga.
That was fucking poetry!
Vale.
Up for another, brother.
Some of the time.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
You have sinned, forgive
Estas son
us.
solo peleas.
I
El
can make
monje,
no
ahora
sense
que no
of this
cuenta.
relic I have been entrusted. The gods have not granted me understanding of it. Perhaps Providence grants you luck, and then I shall give you this prize. Perhaps you will make better use of it. Only the gods know the
Es que todo el mundo juega a los dados, no se van a hacer otra cosa.
Welcome. Look, people!
Ever heard of doing it witch
Bueno.
and frigate style?
No,
Joder.
tell me.
He down the flat,
A
tried
pleasure
to get
to
it
see
on,
you.
falls back
I
to
believe we
sleep,
met him
and
for
she wakes
Sima.
up a virgin in the
I'll
morning.
need you to pay up front. Sure, honey.
A pleasure to see you. I believe we met in Buscando.
That's over my head.
No me fastidies, a ver.
I'll need you to pay up front. Sure, honey. I'll need you to pay up front. Sure, honey.
O sea que no esto es para hablar, solo es para hablar con las titis y vale.
Which one was this bowl?
Petadas. Bueno, estoy aquí diciendo todo. Escucho unos ronquidos. Pero vodka que si quieres vodka. Nada, vodka que si quieres. Vámonos de aquí.
Ever heard of doing it witch and frigate style?
A ver qué hay por aquí.
No, tell me.
He down the flat, tries to get it on, falls back to sleep, and she wakes up a virgin in the morning.
A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Dinerito. Dinerito. Margote es la... No.
Remind me, which one was this phone?
Lights out!
Ah, my
Pues lo del
idol's coming.
troll va a estar mal, lo del troll. A ver. El pulso, el problema del troll. El póker, cara a cara con este. Pero... Vamos a buscarnos el veneno. Ya iré buscando yo cuando pueda la otra parte, porque es que si no, no... Déjame entrar, anda. No. Vale. Y aquí nada, venga, vámonos de aquí. Nada. Desastre.
Witcher Geralt, known also as the White Wolf.
A ver,
am I that hard to distinguish from the locals?
Taller warned me you'd be catty.
Taller sent you?
Indeed. I'm on business here, so he insisted I give you a message and a package.
What's the message?
I quote him faithfully. Listen to Roach in every ploughing thing, because though he's a prick, he's also a patriot. Vultures already circle Foltest's corpse, but I'll manage. Get the sons of bitches and keep your head cool. P.S. You really fucked up at the castle.
Give me the package.
Take it. It's a weight off my mind, I tell you. Ah, I wouldn't make much of an agent. All that secrecy and nerves and cursing, not my style. Good luck to you. I'm off to tend to my matters.
What's the message?
I quote him faithfully. Listen to Roach in Vultures, P.S.
Godspeed.
Oh,
Vale. Vamos a ver, que aquí vodka no lo veo por ningún lado. A ver este tío. Vamos a comerciar. A ver qué me tiene este. El libro lo tengo. Esencia de agua. Suelo, polvo, tela. Tela resistente, diagrama, cuero. Polvo. Diadema. Bosque de Maribor. El rayo. Veneno de araña. A ver, nada, este, nada, y este tampoco me vende nada. No mola, no. Este, el artesano. Ay, pues no tengo ni idea, la del vodka este, a ver qué hay que hacer con el truco, porque si os hay algo que hacer, meterle leches. Igual hay que darle leches, pero no matarlo. Pero además está fuerte, fuerte. A ver, aquí las arañitas estas. Venga. Encadenamos una detrás de otra.
Shit, you stink.
Venga, antes de que venga el otro. Fuerte, rojo, fuerte. Y se las come todas. Ahí está. Algo hay aquí. Lo hemos cogido. Generador de resistencia. Y me he comido algo. Me he comido una trampa para variar. Qué bien. Vale, esta ya está pisada. Aquí hay otra. Ya empezamos. Energía de estos asquerosos. Porras, porras. yo. Como que me han matado. No me fastidies, pues hace rato que no guardábamos. Menuda liada. Menuda liada, a ver, ¿dónde es la última parte? Ya ni me acuerdo, todo era posada, tío.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
We have sinned, forgive
No me
us.
fastidies, no me fastidies.
Ever heard of doing it Witcher and Strigged style?
No, tell me.
He downs the flap, tries to get it on, falls back to sleep, and she wakes up a virgin in the
Me cago
morning.
en la leche. Vale, esto es lo que me he metido, la vámonos de aquí. Ah, cómo me fastidia tener que estar repitiendo esto todo el rato. Bueno, hemos hablado con... Vaya, he vuelto a salir por detrás. Venga, no pasa nada. Venga, este...
Witcher Geralt, am I
Lo mismo que antes,
What's the message? Give me the... Godspeed.
Vale, vamos a ver. Vamos a salir por aquí, que supongo que podremos salir igual.
Wanted to see a vista, eh?
No, pero a ver. Llamar lo de los rivales estos, tíos. A ver. Río Místico. Vale. Vale, vámonos por aquí. Cuánta gente ha muerto. Y nos han metido ya para el pelo. Y me ha vuelto a dar. Madre mía, pero ¿qué me dices? Porras, porras. Que se va, a ver a dónde te vas. No se va, que ha desaparecido, ¿qué me dices? A ver. Encima ahora ya me han dejado temblando. Esto es lo que me faltaba. Voy a preguntar qué es lo que me encuentro ahí. Como no sé algo que me han tirado esta gente. Venga, me refiero que es más fuerte. Vale, venga. Este fuera. Y los otros porque han desaparecido. Ya estamos. Ah, que es invisible. Bueno, que te morcilla, amigo. No puedo guardar. Solo cargar. Solo cargar. Lo montamos. A ver, podían venir hacia aquí. Lo guardamos, sí, guardamos por si acaso.
I'm too old for this.
Fíjate qué fácil han caído aquí. Estas cositas que luego lo podemos vender. La cueva. En la cueva no va a salir gentecilla, o sea, eso lo tenemos que meter. Ya escucho gente o ruidos. A ver, míralos. Bueno, vale, estos rojos. Aquel más fuerte. Bueno, ha salido bien la combinación y no nos han dado. ¿De dónde salen esta gente? ¿Detrás? ¿De dónde de aquí? ¿De dónde salen estos? Vamos a ver. Venga, más gente. Esto se reproduce, pero vamos aquí. Muere, anda, muere. A ver. Por aquí tiene que ser. Subimos, asciende, asciende. ¡El demonio! Madre mía, si tiene vida este hombre. Lo hemos dejado esquemeado, pero vamos. Vale, ya hemos pillado lo que había que pillar. Y aquí hemos cogido lo que había que pillar. Y ahora tenemos que volver. A ver si volvemos por donde hemos venido y ni follones. Si llevamos rato ya. ¡Para! Solo me queda otro. Que no para de salir gente. Bueno, a ver, ¿quieres coger esto o no? Si te apetece. Me piro por aquí. Me piro por aquí y hasta luego, Mari Carmen. Ahora para preparar la poción tendremos que volver a que nos la prepare. A ver, que no nos comamos nada por ahí. Que vamos a tope de vida. A ver. ¿Dónde nos hemos metido? ¿Esto qué es? Coger hierbas. ¿Qué cueva es esta? No hay nada más. Pues nada. Llegamos un salto. Llevamos ya bastante rato aquí. Creo que será momento de ir dejándolo porque vamos, aquí sin darte cuenta se te pasan las horas, pero vamos. Tampoco hay que forzar la máquina.
Damn, you're ugly.
Echa para allá. Vale, uno menos. Nos han juntado 4 aquí, o sea... Quedamos en racha. Vale, hemos llegado aquí. Pues nada. Estamos en zona segura. Pues buen momento para ir guardando. Y seguimos otro ratillo. Venga, hasta luego.
Damn, you're ugly.